If you want to buy a cheap gaming GPU and you don't have enough cash, this video is actually made for you. In this video, I'm going to talk about a gaming GPU that is around $80 and all the way to around $200. And of course, I'm gonna recommend second-hand GPUs because second-hand GPUs are always better when it comes to these things. And remember, every time when you want to do anything budget when it comes to PC gaming, you have to buy second-hand parts. And don't forget, if you're interested in any of these parts that I'm gonna mention in this video, I've dropped a link in the description down below. And if you have questions, feel free to ask anything in the comment section. And now, without wasting any time, here's my first GPU. Now, for my first GPU, I'm gonna go with the RX 580. The RX 580 is basically cheap, even when coming brand new. When it's brand new, this GPU is around $90 or $100, and that is something that I will always prefer. Now, this GPU is seemingly somewhere around always out of stock at the time of recording this video. There is one that is actually available right now, the XFX. Basically expensive, but yeah, that's why I said you have to go with second hand. There's a lot of these GPUs in the used market. I'm talking about Amazon, Newegg. Please do not buy a no-name brand when it comes to these GPUs, because when it comes to the RX 580, there's a lot of no-name brands. So please do not buy those. Those can be a little bit shady. So you can go ahead and check it out on eBay. eBay is actually the best when it comes to buying these GPUs. There's even one right now going at around $70 at the time of recording this video. You can find one at around $83, $82, and around $90. And a perfect CPU to pair with this GPU would be an i3-10100F or an i7-8700. You know, basically those old CPUs. And for AMD, I'll go with a Ryzen 5 2600 or maybe lower. But if you have something like an i3-12100F, this GPU is also perfect as well. With this GPU on ultra settings in God of War Ragnarok, you can get around 72 FPS, and on high settings around 83 FPS, and on low settings you can get 110 FPS. So yeah, that's what this GPU is actually capable of. Now for GPU number 2, this is basically not a budget GPU, but when you buy second hand, this is actually a good GPU. Now currently this GPU on Newegg and Amazon is basically going at around $220. About like 6 months back it was around $190, but right now, you know, like it's $40 more or $30 more, which is kind of like how these things work. With this GPU in Ragnarok, you can expect at least 82 FPS in high settings, 94 FPS in medium settings, and 109 FPS in low settings. This is actually a very good GPU. I prefer this GPU a lot in my builds, and you can go ahead and find it on eBay. Right now you can find it at around $91. Well, this is a bit, but it's not the actually price. But you can also find this GPU at around $150 second hand, $190 available. This GPU is always available. So yeah, you should go ahead and check out the RX 6600 if you're interested in it. I've dropped the link in the description down below. Oh, and before I forget, the perfect CPU to pair with the RX 6600 will be an i3-12100F, a Ryzen 5 3600, or a Ryzen 5 5500. And if you want to go a little bit higher, you can go with an i5-12400F. That would be perfect for the RX 6600. Now moving on for my third GPU. This GPU is not cheap right now, basically because it's not available. So it's basically around these weird prices that you see right here. But this GPU is actually cheap. You can find one on eBay going at around $90 or $100 or maybe even $150 at some point. This GPU was released back in 2019, 2 years before the RX 6600. This GPU is 8% faster than the RX 6600, which is weirdly impressive. You can go ahead and check some benchmarks with this GPU. This GPU is still very, very reliable right now in 2025, and it can basically play any game in 1080p medium to high settings and ultra settings in most games. Do not let that 8GB of VRAM fool you. This GPU is actually capable of many things. Now, if you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section. That will motivate me to make more videos. And if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, and comment. That way I can make more videos like this. And if you're interested in those GPUs that I just mentioned, I've dropped a link in the description down below. And go ahead and check out my other videos. Other than that, see you in the next video.